Hey guys, it's that girl AJ back with another video, and today we are doing a Q&A mukbang. Today I'm here with my friend Daniela, my best friend.
Right.
And she will be answering these questions and topics with me while we eat Domino's.
Sponsor?
Yeah, it's upside down. Okay, so we have pepperoni pizza, we have, what is it, cheesy bread? Cheesy breadsticks and brookies.
My face isn't really this round in person. This could this could be the what's that called?
The thumbnail. Okay,
Let's get started.
let's get started. First off, we have a question. Are you hungry? Yes, I am very hungry.
We starve all day.
A topic suggestion that we're going to be talking about is my opinion on abortion. She's also going to give her opinion on it. My opinion on abortion, I don't really have an opinion on it. I'm going to be honest, I don't stay up to date with these kind of things. Like, I don't focus on the government or anything.
I got a lot to say about it.
Like, I think you should have a choice. If you feel like you want to get an abortion, then that should be completely up to you. But sadly, the world we live in, we don't have choices as women.
So, my opinion about it, in my point of view, there's two sides on it, right? One side, it's our choice, our body. We decide whether we want to have an abortion or not. Then again, other people say, but it's not the baby's fault. You know, it's not right that you're killing the baby. That's also true, because people can say, oh, but I'm not financially stable, I'm not ready. But it's your fault for being irresponsible. You should be more careful when you're having sex. You know, that's also on you. It's also your responsibility to be careful about what you're doing and, you know, what it leads up to. People should have a time limit. So, like, let's just say you're past, like, a few weeks. If you're past that date, then you can't have an abortion. You know? Like, you know what y'all say? Does that make sense?
My opinion on pride. I am a proud pansexual. And for those of you who don't know what pansexual is, basically, pansexual is when you don't care about the gender of a person. And no, it does not mean that you are interested in animals in any way, shape, or form. Or objects, for that matter. It's simply like, let's say that the person that you're interested in doesn't identify as male or female. You just like them for them. Like, so that's who I am.
Basically, she doesn't have a type. She likes everything and everyone. Well, everyone. Like, no race. There's no specific race or color.
I don't care about race, gender, ethnicity. It's just your personality. You?
I used to be bi-curious. But honestly, when you sit back and look how you're homophobic, it's like, why? Like, it makes no sense. Like, they're still human. They're not just like a piece of trash. There's nothing wrong with it, you know? Like you see people getting beaten up because they're gay. That doesn't, you know, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it's not right, you know?
I think that the society we live in is naturally just scared of anything different. But I feel that if it's not the person that you're loving, then I really think that you shouldn't have a say or anything in it. Like, you don't have the right to tell somebody who they should love, because in the end, love is love. And the way they love their significant other is the same way you would with your heterosexual partner. Like,
it's none of your business, basically. It's literally none of your business.
And if it bothers you that much, leave. But don't try and make me unhappy because I'm living my life.
And I heard that there's a straight pride parade.
I forgot where it was.
Ew, can you my blood pressure? Yo, I have a box head. Next question.
Alright. My opinion on Kylie Jenner. I hate Kylie Jenner. I hate all the Jenners and the Kardashians, for that matter.
Get out my cookies.
I personally, I don't see the whole hype about them. I don't like them at all.
Say about that.
Except for Kendall Jenner. I think that she's the most natural out of all of them, and I like where she's going, so Shout out to you.
I don't like, can't she rub herself with me? I don't like how much attention they get just because there's so many more problems in the world. Like, for example, you go on Snapchat, you see, oh, Kylie Jenner in the new pink bikini on the beach. You know, like something like that. Like, knowing that there are people, for example, the whole thing with Ice and Ember getting locked up. They're being treated like animals. That should be going around, not what type of freaking bikini they're wearing, you know? Like, it's stupid.
My opinion on Jeffree Star, I don't like him either.
I don't know anything about him, but
I've heard a lot of negative stories about him and everything. I don't believe what the internet tells you unless the person themselves has confirmed everything, but I don't like that he's involved with a lot of drama. I personally don't like the stuff he's said in his videos and stuff because I've heard highlights.
Wait, Jeffree Star? Who's Jeffree Star?
The guy that doesn't like James Charles.
The
go. One that looks like a female, but he's clearly a man. The one with pink hair. Yeah, I really don't like him. James Charles all the way. Don't even try it.
Okay.
I love James Charles. And you can try to come wreck for me in the comments, but I'm not changing my mind. But yeah. Our opinion on virginity. Personally, whenever you lose your virginity is up to you. I don't judge anybody for losing it at a young age or an older age. I think whenever you're ready, that's perfectly fine. I feel like you should hold on to it if that's what you want to do, because it's a very personal and sacred thing. So whenever you're ready, you can do what you want with it.
My opinion on it is that, like she said, you do it when you're comfortable, when you want to, you know? Don't let anyone persuade you into saying that, oh, like, you know, like, we should just do it, like, I won't tell nobody. No. You lose it when you want to. Don't let it be anyone else's choice. If you want to lose it to someone, maybe you guys aren't together. Maybe it's just someone you trust, like your best friend. Or maybe you lose it to someone who you don't really have feelings for.
And that's perfectly fine.
Because if you lose them, it won't hurt because you never had feelings for them. You know, like, it's always up to you. Don't let anyone decide anything for you. It's just as simple as that.
What's your favorite movie and or show? My favorite movie, I have a lot of different ones, but right now, A Walk to Remember would probably be it.
What's it about?
It's about a girl who has cancer, and she falls in love with a rebel. Somebody who's like the cool kid in school, the one that couldn't be bothered with anybody, and he falls in love with her because he ends up making a really big mistake and having to pay for it, and she ends up helping him to like help him get better in life. And he ends up falling in love with her when he really didn't like expect to. And then he finds out that she has cancer, and their love story like prevails completely, and he makes her have the like best life that she possibly can before she dies because he knows it's coming. And he turned into like a whole different man, and honestly, it was so touching. I think just the movie itself made everything better. Like, it's beautiful. And the music, the soundtrack, it's the best.
So, I have my favorite movies. They're mad old. My favorite movies are Cry Baby, Little Shop of Horror, and Grease.
That's nice.
And my favorite show, y'all are gonna judge me, but I've watched shows like Vampire Diaries, Glee, Grey's Anatomy, The Office. I watch shows like that. I don't really have a favorite just because I love all of them. I'm rewatching The Office for the second time right now. Like, that ending touched my heart. Sad.
My favorite show, as everybody who knows me knows, is Friends. Friends is my top #1 show over everything. And I know a lot of you can agree. Back up. Freaking rat. What do you see yourself doing after high school? Do you see yourself going to college or no? If so, which one? So, after high school, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing. I have a lot of things going for me. I could do so much with my life right now. I'd love to be a musician. Hopefully, that would go pretty well. But if not, a medical examiner. I'm really into that. Like, I want to study my anatomy, do pre-med, you know, do all that. And I want to go to Rutgers because they have both law and pre-med.
Nursing. Ever since I was younger, I've always wanted to be a nurse, like the cliche thing. But my role model has always been like my aunt, just because she was always focused in school. You know, she never really went out. She was more focused on like studying, doing all her work. Graduated high school, went to college, met a boyfriend, got married, moved into a house, had a kid. You know, like that typical like nice lifestyle. So hopefully when I'm older and once I graduate high school, I'll probably end up going to Rutgers, just because I'm gonna be in a nursing program next year. So hopefully I get to become a nurse in like the ER or something, or maybe even a doctor. I don't know.
She'd be a great nurse in my opinion, only because she cares very much for people and she has a very kind heart. So so yeah, what am I best known for? I'm best known for my singing. I'm also known as just, you know, that girl AJ. I'm not really known for anything because I'm not really known around my town. But if I am to be known, it'd be for my singing.
And her personality, everyone likes her.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you're just a hater because everyone likes AJ. Get the first.
Cheesy bread.
AJ already answered these questions in her previous video, so I'm gonna be answering them. I grew up in Elizabeth. I've always been from here, but both of my parents are Colombian, so that's that. And I think you grew up here too, right, Elizabeth?
Yes.
She like 5 different things. She like Puerto Rican.
Oh, my ethnicity? I'm Puerto Rican, Dominican, and Peruvian. So, what's your biggest fear?
Insects.
Yeah. Bugs. Bugs is my biggest fear.
Like,
any type.
ask her. I can't be around a fly or an ant. I freak out. People call me dramatic, but like that's what I'm afraid of. Like,
I'm definitely scared of bees and everything. You can ask anybody that was in my math class this year. They would call me dramatic and everything, and then make fun of me because a bee flew into the room. Remember when it happened in Park?
Mr. Price had to come kill it.
I was completely out of it. There was a bee in the room and I started screaming. Like, it was really bad. It was embarrassing, but it's me. You know. 3 wishes, what would they be?
Damn, it's like you can't ask for more wishes. All right. I would ask. This is mad corny, but I would ask for like
world peace. World peace.
No, for peace, like for myself. I would ask for peace for myself. If that makes sense. I would ask for my family to be financially stable, like everyone. And I'd ask for something in me to just like get myself together, to focus more, you know, like stuff like that, like just for me, you know, like I need it, you know I need it.
Yeah. My 3 wishes would be to end world hunger, end racism, and end homophobia.
Yes.
Just period. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm not even gonna explain.
I want to answer that. What is love to you?
I'm not answering that.
This is a very sensitive topic for us. Anyways, just because we're both heartbroken, so that's okay.
Well, I was heartbroken. No longer heartbroken, honey.
Love.
Burnt cheese.
Love to me is like when home is a person to you.
It didn't taste as good as I thought.
Like, where you can go to that person, well, to the person you love as a lover and as a best friend, where you won't have to worry about being someone you're not around them, you know, like being comfortable around them no matter what, where you won't have to like, you won't have to constantly think like, where do I stand in this person's life? Like, you know where you stand in their life, you know? I don't even know how to explain it. Like, love is just like...
That's why I can't answer that question, because love is many things. Whether it's for family, friends, your lover, like, it's a lot of different things.
I'm talking about relationship-wise. But relationship-wise, love is like...
It's also very complicated. But I think that love is just a raw emotion that you genuinely feel whether you want to or not. Love is when you do anything for somebody, even if it doesn't benefit you. It's a unselfish act that you have for somebody without even knowing it, you know? It's a lot.
As AJ, when I love deeply.
Yeah, she does. But that's what I love about her. But the only thing is that she needs to learn how to control it. Even though that's not something you can just easily do, you know? Describe the perfect partner. I don't think there's such thing as a perfect partner.
I was about to say, like,
there's no such thing.
It's different if you're expecting something. Like, I hate when people reward other people for being loyal. Like, that should just be something
that should be given. Like, I love loyal people. You should be loyal no matter what. Like, if you want to be with me, then that's what it is. If you don't, then keep moving. What's something you could have done better, like, in life?
You wish you could have done better?
I wish I could have gotten over my insecurities more sooner. I was a very insecure little person who always looked to other people for judgment and criticism, which ruined me when I was younger. I'm still young. I'm 16, but I'm glad I got over it as best I could. We all still have our insecurities, but it was bad for me. Like, I'd hide away very badly, which I explained in my previous video, but I think if I could have gotten over my insecurities faster, it would have made things a lot easier, but it's cool. We all take our time.
Basically, I never grew up expressing my feelings, so I was used to always holding everything in. And I feel like that affected my past relationships and friendship, just because I would always hold everything in, and that's obviously not healthy. Because everyone, whether it's just like whether you're talking to family or friends or your lover, you should be able to express yourself freely, you know? Like, you should be able to, like, be open-minded about everything, if that makes sense. But I never really talked about my feelings. And another thing is that my pride and my ego are very high, so I could miss you and I could be crying every night because I want to talk to you so bad, but I won't call you and I won't text you because I fear of getting rejected. That's another fear of mine. I fear of getting rejected. I just keep my guard up at all times.
Which it's not always a bad thing. It's most of the time that's good to have, but sometimes you can't let it get in the way. Why did you start YouTube? I started YouTube because I figured, you know,
Look at the cookies. It's all Kitty's fault.
I started YouTube because I figured, why not? Like, I wanted to do YouTube for a very long time, since I was younger, like way younger, since I was like 8. I wanted to get famous, be, you know, known, inspire people. But now it's like, if I blow up, then yeah, that's freaking awesome. But at this point, it's like more for the memories, to see who I was when I was younger. Something I could go back to all the time and just, you know, reminisce on it, you know. YouTube's pretty cool, so I don't really have a problem with it. It's fun. It's just an outlet. What's the craziest experience you've had in the last few months?
Damn.
I don't go through anything crazy because I'm a homebody. I don't do anything.
My life is boring.
We don't do much. Probably the 4th of July. I went to Asbury Park and everything was really hectic. Everybody was yelling, pushing, smoking, drinking. Everybody was like drunk or high. And I think it was really crazy because as soon as the fireworks started, everybody shut up and calmed down and just looked at the fireworks. It was actually really beautiful because everybody was like stargazing, basically. You just saw all the lights in everybody's eyes, and everybody was so happy because everybody was with like their loved ones and they were just having fun. And it was really beautiful. Like, I love fireworks. It's probably like the best thing in the world. I can edit all of this.
I'm not meant for this YouTube shit. The craziest thing that I've experienced in the last few months was probably almost failing the school year. And I've never been to summer school before. I've never been suspended. I've never I used to go to detention a lot. It's because I was really lost and I didn't know what I was doing with myself, so I was very unfocused over just a lot of personal issues like heartbreak and you know. But junior year is my year for real, because that's our most important year, and I'm finally in the nursing program, so this is my chance to really prove that I'm gonna be something when I'm older. So
junior year, guys, class of 2021.
oh, shut up.
This is the last question. Relationship advice. So relationship advice, just as a general thing, all I can say is that a relationship consists of trust and communication. Those are the main blocks that you need if you're gonna have a successful relationship. You're always gonna have problems no matter what, but it's what you do with it, you know. It's whether you get through it the best you can and you learn how to work out your differences and everything by communication and trust, or you're just not meant to be in that relationship. Don't stay in a relationship if it's toxic. Don't stand for abuse. Don't ever let yourself get abused, whether you're a girl or a guy, because it happens in both. Know your worth. Yes, exactly. Know your worth. There's not anything more to it. You need to learn, like, you need to love yourself before you can love anybody else. So if you're getting abused, I don't care how much you love them, you have to get out of it.
If they loved you, they wouldn't be abusing you.
Exactly. Like,
whether it's verbally or physically, doesn't matter.
If they need help, then you can help them with that, but you can't stay in it. Like, it's not healthy for you.
Just like AJ said, in my opinion, the most important factors in a relationship is communication and comprehension. Because yeah, communication is key, whatever, but if you guys aren't understanding each other's point of view, you guys aren't gonna end up going anywhere.
Yeah.
And you would have to be very mature when it comes down to like certain topics. You can't always just lead everything on into an argument or disagreement. Like, learn how to just be mature about the situation and actually like have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
You know, like, never settle for less.
Yeah, it goes for everyone. Always know your worth. Don't let a girl push you around. Don't let a guy push you around. Honestly, it's all about your own self-worth. And you may think you're not worth very much, but you're definitely not worth getting hit or abused in any way, shape, or form. Physically, mentally, emotionally, none of it is worth it. You need to take care of yourself before you take care of anybody else. Because in the end, you'll always have just yourself. Always try to understand your partner as well. I think that's very important. You have to want to be in the relationship. You genuinely want to be with them. That's also very important. Don't feel like you have to stay in something only because it's right. I speak on this from experience. I'm not going to explain it, but just know that don't feel like you're forced. Be in a relationship because you genuinely want to be in it. Like, you genuinely can't be without that person. And
history? No, I lied. Happiness over history.
Yeah, exactly. History has nothing to do with it all.
I sound like a hypocrite right now, but this isn't about me.
It's because we've gone through this stuff that we can speak on it, whether we take our own advice or not. Usually people don't take their own advice.
I don't take my own advice. But
sometimes I do, but most of the time, no, I don't.
But that's okay. Baby steps.
Right, baby steps. That concludes our video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is my second time filming this video because the first video got deleted somehow. So yeah, if you have any video suggestions, don't hesitate to comment down below or DM me on my Instagram. What do you call it? I'm gonna leave my Instagram in the link description, so don't worry about that. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. Yeah, see you guys next week. Bye guys.